But one of the guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman for Muscular development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Ron Harris here from Muscular Development, along with our senior editor, Peter McGough. We have just watched a battle in the 212, and I was really shocked. Both of the past two champions, Jose Raymond and Hidetada Yamagishi, were not in the contention for the win. Hide was a little flat. Jose could have been drier and grainier, and it turned out to be a battle between Ahmad Ashkanani, who everybody was expecting, and David Henry, who, as good as he is, a lot of people really didn't have him pegged as a possible winner for this. What were your thoughts watching the judging, Peter?
It really was a battle royal between those two. You know, two contrasting physiques. Ahmad, a freak with a back of a super heavyweight. You know, it's so wide and thick. But to me, Henry is really the epitome of what bodybuilding should be about. Full round muscle, tie-ins were great. His detail is crazy. He's like the Phil Heath of the 212s. His legs have always been criticized. They were shredded today, and I think they were a bit bigger than they were. And I think overall, head to toe, his balance, to me, saw through the day. But you're right, Hide was not like he was when he won last year. He wasn't as full, so the detail wasn't there. And Jose wasn't that vascular, grainy monster we've seen in the past. So it's clearly between David Henry and Ahmad.
And you know, the odd thing is, both of those guys get knocked for their quads, and really their quads don't match up to their upper bodies.
Yeah.
But it's a total package judging process, and in the end, these two did have the best physiques up there out of the 10 or 11 guys in this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's always great when it ends up like a shootout with two guys, because then you can really focus on it rather than trying to catch three guys or four guys. So really exciting battle, and as always, the 212s always had this element of excitement that we don't see too much in the other classes. Really terrific contest, and we're only halfway through, and the posing is going to count.
The posing, and I believe the rejudging. So if Jose sharpens up, if Hide fills out, things could change. I mean, that has happened many times at these shows. Rounding out the top six, we also had Guy Cisternino, and we had Charles Dixon, both of whom look good. Give me your opinions on those two.
I think Guy was better than he was at the Olympia. I think he was fuller and drier. His legs are sensational, but you know, he's missed out a little bit on the upper body and certain body parts. Charles is just a tank, and I think he was better at the Olympia than he was today. You know, to get away with that look, you have to be really hard and sharp, and he was in great condition in a way, but not the way he had to be to take on these other guys.
Just that little tiny sheen of water or fat or whatever it was. Just that tiny bit makes such a difference.
That's right,
especially when we're dealing with someone who's got a little bit of a thicker waist. He's a freak, but he can't really get away. It's like a Branch Warren. They have to be 100% on or else. But overall.
Another one who sort of caught my eye was Zane Watson from Canada. Now, he's the son of Mike Watson, Canadian heavyweight back in the 80s, and he's very much like his father. I mean, his conditioning was tremendous, his legs were great, but he just lacked the bicep arm size. You know, if he can bring that up, he'll be very complete.
But overall, very, very exciting judging. I'm looking forward to the finals tonight because, as we said, this is the Arnold. Posing counts for 1/3. So based on their performances tonight and based on whether their physiques improve or get worse, things could shift around a little bit. David and Ahmad, you know, theoretically we could even see a shuffling. I kind of see Ahmad as a clear winner, but not by a huge margin. What about you?
Yeah, it's still all to play for, you know. Really, in the modern day of bodybuilding, you know, these guys can fluctuate. They usually come in better at night, so it probably favors a bit more, you know, Jose and Hide can improve an awful lot. Henry and Ahmad have got to hold what they've got.
So we've got something to look forward to tonight. Nothing is set in stone. Things could change, and this is anyone's show among those top couple guys. So let's see what happens. For Ron Harris, Peter McGough, Muscular Development TV. See you tonight.